What's up guys, welcome to the office tour of this office, which was my office from July of 2021 until now, because tomorrow I'm actually moving to new space. Tomorrow being the 1st of December 2022 for me. But in the next couple of weeks I'm gonna kind of upload the tours of everything, of these relics of the past, because I haven't gotten around to doing it earlier, because nothing ever was really finished. So you're getting videos not just about the office, but the whole apartment here and the gear room, building of the gear room and the gear room tour itself. So be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on it. Now it's time to move again, but before that, let's take a look at where I worked from for the last one and a half years. Okay, first let's start with the editing setup itself and mention where everything is standing on. This is a Jarvis L-shaped standing desk from Fully, pretty amazing desk, not that cheap, actually pretty expensive, but for this you get some good quality, which is why I invested in it. And it even comes with a bottle opener. Well, it doesn't come with it, I had to pay extra for it, but it's there. Pretty cool. So the editing setup itself still consists of my 2019 27-inch 5K Retina iMac with a 3.6 GHz Intel Core i9 processor, 32 GB of RAM and a Radeon Pro Vega 48 8GB graphics card. The iMac also serves as my main monitor. My second and third monitor, yes, you gotta have three, they all get used, trust me, are two Samsung Full HD curved displays of the type C24F390. And these side monitors are mounted with the Fully monitor arms, which work pretty great, and you can hide the cables in them. I couldn't get the version with two arms, but had to get two single arms instead because the big iMac is in between the monitors. Also, excuse the cable mess, I never really was at home or at peace here, so I never really finished anything. I have the cable management things all here, but I never attached them, and now I'm moving anyway, so yeah, everything's gonna be perfect in the new apartment. Trust me, the cable management will be even better, or somewhat good. It will be perfect. To control my iMac, I still use the wireless keyboard from Apple, the smaller one without the numpad, and a trackpad. I also have the mouse, but I don't use it because the trackpad is just amazing. I record all of my voiceovers, this audio and even sound effects with my Shure SM7B, which is on a rotatable arm and plugged into a Focusrite Scarlett interface with a fathead in between, which doesn't really do anything good for me, so I'm looking to upgrade to a new interface, maybe the Go XLR, because I just heard so many great things about it. Oh, and also links to all the products I mentioned are down in the description. To listen to the recorded sound, I have these normal Logitech speakers with a subwoofer underneath the table, which are all not plugged in at the moment because of neighbors. Sorry, but I hope they can get used in the new apartment, and otherwise I just use the internal iMac sound or headphones. I'm still a big fan of the Western Digital MyBook Duo drives. They are RAID based, so I can make a mirror backup on them, which is pretty cool and necessary to work reliable for your clients. Nowadays I have one with 12 TB, which since it's mirrored gives me 6 usable terabytes, one with 20, so 10, one with 24, so 12, and one with 36, so 18 usable terabytes, which including my old random spare hard drives gives me a total of 500 million terabytes to use, if I calculated correctly. I made a more in-depth video on the Western Digital MyBook Duo hard drive, so if you're curious, feel free to click up here somewhere, or wait until the end card, or look down below in the description where the video is linked. If I shoot a video on this setup, I usually have the Sony a7S III setup on a tripod with the 28mm 2.0 lens on it, with my Godox light and the Aperture Light Dome Mini 2, and depending on how fancy I feel when I shoot at night, a little hair light in the back on the windowsill, and my practical light on the desk turned on. But as you can see, I did not feel fancy today because I'm in the middle of moving, and also I'm shooting during the day, so then right next to my desk setup I have this little drawer with my printer on top of it, and in the drawers we just have some printing essentials like paper and ink, so I really never run out of anything while I work from here. The ink and paper was always stacked up, and yes, I am really proud of that. And we just have some writing essentials, pens and everything in the drawers, or we had because they're empty now. I'm in the middle of moving, right, so yeah. Then across my desk I have this closet with some documents, folders and stuff like that, really the boring stuff, staplers, perforators and even a labeler, yes, a label machine. And yeah, that's it from the office. Next week you will get a tour of the entire apartment, which I pre-recorded back in April of 2022, and of course dating back all the way to March of 2021 when I first got in here. And in the weeks after that I will have videos on how I built my gear room here in this apartment, and of course a gear room tour, which will be really interesting and totally something I'm gonna miss in the new apartment, but I'm gonna do something even more epic, I guess. I hope so. So be sure not to miss it by clicking the subscribe button, and also leave a like if you enjoyed this video. You can watch the editing setup of 2021 right here. You can watch the gear room once it's out right here, the apartment tour right here, and you can subscribe right here. And I will hopefully see you in the next video. Goodbye.